Is this the end of Endeavour? What's good? It's a boy dude reviews and heavy spoilers from the previous chapter of 302. You have been warned. Now, chapter 302 had a very dramatic and emotional kind of like reveal on Darby's past and like who he was as a person and his kind of obsession of being a hero, but him not being able to use his powers because it's gonna affect his body, and then his kind of like tension between his mother and father. All that stuff was just intense and just beautifully written, to be honest with you, and just seeing how Toya just went down the deep end. But I'm just thinking, can Toya really be redeemed in the traditional shonen jump like stake? Like you tend to have like a character who used to be good but then ended up turning bad, but then towards the end of the series they end up turning a new leaf. Like Toby in the Naruto series was like the one character in like any shonen who's done that. The dude started off as a good lad, but then he just went down the dark route. He killed a bunch of people, but then Naruto was like, "Hey, you have me, buddy." "What have I done?" says Toby, and then he becomes a good guy. Maybe a talk with Shoto and Endeavor, but I feel like maybe Deku, because Kakashi couldn't really get through to Toby, but we had Naruto getting through to him. Maybe the main hero, maybe Deku will probably like get to Dabi, like just get into the root of the issues. But at the same time, that is too good to be true in this story. I feel like, especially with Horikoshi's writing, like seeing the dark backstory of Shigaragi, like I just don't think Dabi will be redeemed. I think he's gonna die a villain, if he and Endeavor clash. Either he or Endeavor kills one or the other. I just get that sense that one of them is definitely going to kick the bucket, because Dabi is pretty powerful, Endeavor's pretty powerful, but the way Dabi went, like going crazy, like man, like I just don't know, because Endeavor, I don't know if he's gonna have the will to try and battle against his own son, knowing that Dabi is Toya. Like that's gonna really affect him. Shoto might be the one to take up the mantle and try and like take out Dabi, because I feel like he has that drive and determination, because obviously Endeavor feels guilty about what he did, but Shoto doesn't have any guilt, so I feel like his drive is gonna be the one to just kind of like stop Dabi in his tracks. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, Deku, we are the one, go ahead! Deku, why aren't you waking up, buddy? Yeah, Deku's in the hospital, and this dude's arms, I'm just kind of worried with the state of Deku, to be honest with you, because the guy, he's completely exhausted his body to like a whole nother degree. Like I don't even know if he's going to be able to use his arms. If you remember in the previous chapter, I think it was when he was saving Bakugo, or Bakugo was saving him, one of them. But it was around about the time Dabi revealed his identity. He had a flashback to when the Kiss Kiss Bang Bang Doctor told him like, "Hey Deku, you use your arms again, you won't be able to use your powers anymore." And I feel like this might be the end of Deku using his arms. Like I feel like maybe My Hero might go down the route where they're gonna disable the main lead in a way, maybe Deku will start having to use his legs more than his arms, because honestly that's the only route I can see. Because I mean, look at this dude. Like I mean, Deku is the main character and all, but my gosh, I mean, he can't have that amount of plot armor to kind of support him getting back on top and like him being able to use his arms freely. Like I feel like this is going to come with a cost. I feel like maybe this is some sort of like Naruto jazz with like his arms being kind of like destroyed and he has to use a prosthetic arm, or like some sort of like arm enhancer to help him like power up, because I just don't see that happening. If you remember, I think it was in the movie, Deku had this kind of like arm thing used by one of the technicians. I think it was the movie or something else. Maybe he gets that back again and he uses that to help him. But man, how is the world going to react to, like, I know we're seeing how the world is reacting to heroes overall, like how society is just kind of falling and just everyone is just kind of giving up on the idea of being a hero. They just don't know. Some people still have that hope, but some others are starting to see the reality. We even seen some pro heroes quit the careers overall, and I'm just wondering how is this going to affect Endeavor's position as a hero? Is he going to be stripped of his ranking, knowing that his own son is like pretty much Shigaragi's second-hand man? Like that's too much for the Hero Society to take. So I think that is definitely the route it's going to take. But what do you think is going to happen? Tell me in the comments down below what you guys think for the previous chapter, what you think is going to happen in chapter 303. Like this video, subscribe for more anime and manga reviews and reactions. With that said, thank you for watching, and as always, Audio the Review signing out.